Okay, hello, welcome to the beginning part of the video where we make sure everything is working okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. This is our second video back from our holiday break. So just making sure everything is still working as intended. Yesterday's stream seemed to go pretty well, so we'll see how we get on today. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and find out what happens. In this video series I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long video series. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week for the next month and into February some point, month and a half. So feel free to leave a comment in any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome and sort of the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm recommending watch the tutorial videos to get started and know the basics of the game. We're quite far in now, so or look at the first video of the series if you want to know how to get started as well. So we've got a few quests left. We didn't get around to doing one of these quests in our quest tracker here. Last stream we were going to do one, but we didn't get quite around to doing it because it starts at night. So we've almost got to night. We did some fishing and earned a bit of gold and upgraded our hunting skill instead. So what we're going to do today is go into a cavern just to show how that works, because once we do this quest, the next one we should unlock getting poisons, and going to caverns is how you get the ingredients for poisons. So that's what we really want to do, and that's how we're going to progress our character. We also want to start killing bears and upgrading our armor to bear leather armor. So we've got where we left off the last stream right here. This is our map card right outside the mine. We've done 7 steps, and we're going to just continue from where we left off. Really, we've got 4.5 hours left of the day, if I remember correctly. We've got some rules for caverns here. We'll get into that in a minute actually. So I'll just show the map card. I do this at the beginning of every stream just so you can see them. So they're mini map cards. There are over 300 of them, and the number in the top left corner is the number of the card. This one's 34, and then north, east, south and west are numbers if you want to go in that direction. On this card we've got in the north is an X. If you can see that, it means we can't go that direction. So there are some boundaries in the game. You can't swim, you can't climb up and down rock edges and cliff faces, and bushes are also barriers. Here we've got a mining node as well. That's what that white circle is with the pickaxe in it, and then the hole is the cave. So if you want to see any interiors, I called it buildings deck at the moment, but I might call it interiors deck. You have to go into that and it will show you either who is in a building or what the building is. We've got our 12-sided coin, which is our character marker, and it also keeps track of our steps, so we know how many hours in a day we're going through. Every 12 steps is 1/2 hour. We've got our player mat, sort of like a dual layered cardboard mock-up with all our equipment in one place. We've got extra pouch, extra bonus, cloth bonus, pouch space. Our pouch is where we put our items that we can only access during combat, so it's our health regenerative items. We've got a satchel which can hold 35 items. We use a 1/2 inch square chip basis, but some of them are different sizes, so there's a bit of real space management for that. We've got space for quest items and our dream deck. We're on dream 6 out of 10, I believe, which is the main story, as I said in the intro. We've unlocked Spirit Weapon 1. If you want to see a bit of how that works, go back a few videos and you should see some of that. We are paying for the inn at the moment, so we do have inventory space, which is twice as much as a satchel, plus we can stack each item up to 5 times. So we put our pickaxe and axe in there just to save a bit of space. We've got a lot of raw meat we need to do some cooking and sell that as well. We are not doing a skiff storage anymore, I don't think. So that's been we're not doing that anymore. It's going to be too difficult. And we've got enough stuff in the game already. We don't need to make it more complicated. We can bring that in later on a different map. Weather's okay. If it's raining, the animals won't come out when you go through the woods, which can be a good or a bad thing. And then we've got our map, which is from one of the very first quests from Merwin, the innkeep, and it gives us a rough direction, or pretty accurate direction of where to go. There are a couple of roads or paths you can stick to, and you always end up at a building if you do that. So, yeah, caverns. We're going to go into this cavern. So what I'll do is I'll just grab the card from the buildings deck for the interiors deck. We're at 34. So if we just find 34, it's right here. Briefly went through this last stream, but we'll do it again at the beginning of this one. So it's just details what you have to do to set up a cavern. There are straights and corners, and you put them together as you go, and you roll a 6-sided die to sort of go through it. And if you land on a hazard or an encounter, you have to do that. You can always flee from an encounter, but you can only flee backwards. It's like a one-way strip, so that encounter will always be there. So if it's too difficult, you can flee from it so you won't die or get trapped, but there is a hazard that can trap you in there. I think that's pretty much it. You need a lantern and some lantern oil and a rope to go into any cavern. There are 3 at the moment in the game, but I'm thinking of dropping one, the more difficult one, and putting that to the next game if we ever get to that. Yeah, so we've got here some rules for it. Yeah, you can always turn back. If you get trapped in, you roll a 20-sided die to see what happens. You got more than 50% chance that you'll be fine, but then there's a 45% chance that you'll be found and lose something, or have like some gold or some items, or you break an arm. And then there's only a 1 in 20 chance, 5% chance I suppose that is. Is that one? Yeah. No, a 0.5% chance, right? Because 1 in 10 would be 1%. I don't know. Anyway, if you roll a 20, it's not good. You are not found in the cavern. No one finds you. You are lost, and that is one of the only ways you can lose the game, actually. If in the cavern and you roll a 20, which is very unlucky. I don't know. Maybe there should be a way to mitigate that, but maybe there won't be that option. I could just take it out. Otherwise, maybe you won't ever do the caverns. So we're going to use the rope and lantern oil. They get used up, but we keep the lantern itself, and we just replenish the oil as we go through. So we're going to go in. So we've got some cavern cards, which I'm going to have to get. So we've got straights and corners. So those are the straights. Let me show you what those look like. So on the back we've got these are mini cards like the map cards, because you can lay, they're bigger caverns. So the first one is only 10 of each, and then the bigger cavern's 20, and then the biggest one is 30 of each. So you can end up with quite a lot of we should keep that up really. So it's a bit difficult to see, but actually it's quite easy to see. But this one you can see is a little path, and there are 4 squares. That's where you're going through. That's where you're rolling to see how many squares you do per roll. And then there's either going to be a triangle or a diamond shape. One of those means hazards, and one of those means an encounter. So what we'll do is we'll take, these are all straights. There's a lot of these, so we give these a shuffle. Not entirely sure if I've ever shuffled. I haven't ever done these actually. These are newly printed, so we're hoping there are some that don't have any hazards or encounters on them, and there are some that have got 1 of each. There are some that have got 2 or 3. I don't know if it goes up to 3. Can't remember. But obviously, the more you have, the more likely you are to have an altercation of some kind. And the hazards are worse because there's 1, and that way you do get trapped, and that's where you have to roll the d20. So you have to be unlucky to get that as a hazard first, and then you have to be unlucky to roll a 20. But yeah, it does happen. So let's go into that a little bit and then take 10 cavern straights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Put these back. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing with the corners. So corners are exactly the same, on the back at least, but as you can see, a bit of a hair on that one, they are corners, and there are different types of corners. Let's see if these three, yeah, we've got 3 different types here. So we've got ones that will continue on, ones that are just a bend, and ones that are ones that are sort of can go either way, like the one on the far left. So we're hoping, we're sort of creating a cavern as we go, choosing the directions. I don't think we've got any dead ends. Maybe we should add dead ends in there as well. I guess the problem with that is that you still need to be able to use up all the cards. So yeah, we just say we didn't explore there. Make things a bit easier for ourselves. Yeah, so that's it really. So it's a different game mode at the moment. So there's always going to be a treasure chest at the end. We should have got a lockpick before coming in here. We don't have any money anyway, so we can't do that. But the chest could be locked. That's annoying. We haven't gone in yet. Maybe it's worth. I mean, we haven't upgraded. We've upgraded to 3. We haven't upgraded lockpicking at all. We haven't used it. we've just said the only time we've had treasure chests is from fishing. The only time you get treasure chests is from fishing or from going to caverns. So we haven't used it that much. We had a conundrum with the fish last stream with the fishing. I've decided that you can choose whether or not, but it can't be both. So that's what I was trying to figure out. So the fish, if you get a fish, you can choose to sell it for whatever gold it's worth, or you can choose to keep it as however much meat it is on its own. But you can't have both now because they were a bit overpowered before anyway. So now you have to choose one or the other, whichever. If you want the meat, then you can cook it. We've got a fully upgraded cooking skill, so you probably go for the meat and get up to 3 meat for a big fish. So that's pretty good. No, 2 meat. You get up to 2 meat for a big fish. So, and then if you cook it, it gives you more chance with the cooking skill, and you can make a lot of money from cooking. I wanted to encourage cooking being the main way of getting your health back as well. Right, so we're going to take 10 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Okay. I guess the problem is we're going to know what's a straight and what's a corner, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much because you're not really revealing anything that's important, so I think it's fine to have straights and corners written on the back. Oh my god, put these in. Right, we're going to give our little deck a shuffle of 20 cards. So the small caverns take 1 hour of time. The cavern 1, it's just called at the moment. Cavern 2, the medium cavern, takes 2 hours, and cavern 3 takes 3 hours. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm tempted to take out the 3rd cavern, but I don't know yet. At the moment it's still locked behind a traversal skill, which it's going to cost 50 gold to unlock anyway. That unlocks some more mining points and the 3rd cavern. So you don't really need much mining if you're not doing a plate build for armor. Although you can get quite a lot of money from it if you level it up. You can get gems and from mining as well. It's just a different way of playing if you if you got your character in different armor. It's quite a different play style. We just leveled up our hunting skill level 5 as well, so that'd be good for getting some bears. We need the bear armor really before we start. We need the bear hide before we start buying the bear armor, so we can upgrade it as much as possible. Right, there's our deck. That can go off to the side. Our steps will stay the same. I don't know if we're resetting those or not. We've got our 6-sided die here, and we've got our caverns, and then we've got hazards, and we should get those. So we've got cavern creatures and cavern hazards. Creatures haven't been drawn yet, that's why they're still on the old ones. So the hazards can be all kinds of things, so we want to give that a shuffle. Don't know if I've ever shuffled that. Let's try to. Just do a little thing like that, maybe that helps. So the cavern creatures, we have to pick a random one from the set as well. So they're different creatures for whichever cavern you go into. So the idea is that they're more, the stronger creatures you come across will give you better ingredients for stronger poisons. There are 5 poisons in the game, and they will do different things. You can stack one of each type of poison together, but you can't stack more than one of the same type of poison. So those are our hazards. What we got to get our creatures. So take those ones out. So in the first cavern, we shouldn't get too many difficult creatures. We've got bat swarm and parasitic beetle and a leech. So just 3. I think we have 4 for the other 2. So we've got 3 cards, one for each one. So yeah, we'll just see what we get really with that. Okay, so we take off our first one, which is a straight, and we've got, do we start? We've got to think about where we start now. I guess we roll, if we roll a 1, we start on the first one. If we roll a 4, we get onto the other one. So, hold on. I can't remember which symbol means which thing. Let's have a little reminder. Hazards. I think they're the same amount of each one. Oh my god, did I not write it down anywhere? Looks like I did not. I'm thinking the hazard is going to be the diamond shape, because the upside down triangle is kind of like an exclamation, and I think that's more likely to be a I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. There's the same equal amount of both of them. Right, we've got a 4. That means we move ourselves. We've got to remember to keep that on a 7, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a diamond. We're going to call that. We're calling that a hazard. Let's call that a hazard. We're going to take a random hazard. How much health? Oh, we're going to lose health. We didn't really want to lose health. Anyway, suffer 5 damage. It's a trip. Okay, that's not too bad. So it's a trip. You trip over some rocks on the ground. It's pretty straightforward. And then what we do is we'll put that randomly back in and shuffle it up again. Okay. Right. So that's what we're going with. Diamonds are hazards. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a encounter. Just realised I don't think we're going to have enough space to put 20 cards out. 20 cards is a lot. Let's take that. Bat Swarm. Okay. We'll do a Bat Swarm engagement. What we might do is just do a little bit and then come back out, just so you get the idea. Because I don't want to lose too much health. For one thing, Bat Swarm. Oh, do we even have a... We don't have a sneak value on these, I just realised. Oh, there won't be a sneak value. There's no sneaking because you just fall on them. So, what was that? Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these up because again, these I don't think have been shuffled in a while. We'll see how we get on against this guy. So there's our Bat Swarm. They're going to drop Tattered Wings. We've already got Tattered Wings. Actually, Bat Swarm's really not a useful one. The Parasitic Beetle or Leech would have been much better. Beetle Husk and Coagulated Blood. So Bat Swarm isn't helpful. So hopefully we can get it reasonably quickly. We should have bought a bow when we had all that money. A bow means we can get an extra hit in before combat starts. Because we can't use sneak values in here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 for our hand. So we reveal Bat first. Flurry of Wings. You cannot move or attack for one turn. Okay, what have I got? I've got Miss, Backstab, Dodge. So we can't attack or move, so that's fine. Or heal, probably. 100 Fangs. 5. We do have a Dodge. Do we want to use our... How much health has it got? 35 health. Should have put the health. Should have put the health up. 35 is quite a lot. Oh, for one turn. So that means we can't go for this turn. Or the next turn. Maybe I should say miss one turn. Cannot move or attack. So that means that this turn I couldn't have done anything. I think that's fine. And then we've got 100 Fangs there. I think we just dodged that 5. I think that's one of the worst things it does. I don't know. Should we just dodge that? We can do 5. We need... Yeah, we want a crit. We really want crits for our sneak attack. Okay, so we've got our best attacks. We need a crit and then we'll be able to do... So we dodged that attack. Very good. 100 Fangs again. Okay, we're going to take that. Let's drop the miss because we don't need that miss. We'll take 5 damage from 52 is going to bring us to 47. Okay. So that's round 3. Okay. That's round 1 done. We didn't do very well. We want a crit. So we can start doing some proper damage to these guys, but we are going to reshuffle after 2 as well. 100 Fangs again. I'm going to pick up. I could really do with the crit. Good. We're just going to do a nice big hit there. So we're going to do 3, 4, 7, and plus the crit to make that 14. Let's put that over here. So we're doing 14, but taking 5. Let's take the 5 from our 7. Bring us down. And let's get 14 from this. So they're going to be down to 21. That's good. 21 from 35. Yeah. Good. Okay, so we pick up only 1 though. It's a miss. It's really unhelpful. And 100 Fangs again. We've only got 2 cards. That's okay. We've done a combine. We're going to do combine once. Let's put the stab down, I guess. So we're going to take 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 37 now. Those 5s are going to eat down our health. We've done 2. So that's going to bring it down to 19. We pick up. Stab for 2. That's not good. flurry of wings, we can't move or attack. Right, so that's the end of round 2. Did we do 5 damage to it? No, we didn't. Round 2, if it loses 15, it will do a flurry. It hasn't lost 15 though, it's lost more than 15. So only if it does the exact amount. So that's fine. Let's reshuffle everything back together again. Because simple, those 5 fangs do a lot of damage. Yeah, 5 doesn't sound like a big number on the card, but when you've got 50 health, you require 10 hits and you're dead, aren't you? So, right, we're going to do that again. Yeah, I think mainly it does the 5 damage actually. Come on, we really want to have some crits. We're going to do a bit of this for half an hour, so 5 more minutes, and then we'll do the story. We want to. We've got to kill a bear in the story. I don't know. We need some health. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how we get on. We can always leave here. Sneak, backstab. So we can do 7. What's it got? 19. Yeah, we need to crit everything. We're going to take that 5 damage down to 2. Yeah, and we're going to pick up. We really could do. Oh, it's another miss. No way, it's another miss. Another 5. Right, well, no, we're just going to have to hope. Get another 5 down. That's down to 27 now. Starting to look a little bit bad. Right, let's pick up. Can't believe we got 3 misses. We got a dodge now at least. I thought our deck of cards was quite good. Can't move or attack. Right, that's the end of that round then. We took 10 damage and did nothing. That is not good. Right, we can dodge that. We really need a crit. Can we get a crit? No, can't get a crit. We dodged that though. I thought we had more dodges. We can't do anything. It does another 5. Right, that's the end of the round. So we've got to put those 2 together to do 7. Let's bring it down to 12. Something. Hasn't lost 15. Obviously, it's just lost 7. Right, we go again. This is tricky. We need those dodges. We need the dodges. We need more of those. Maybe that's what we need to spend our money on. They've only got a few attacks, you see, that's the thing. It's mainly these 5s, and that's actually pretty deadly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for some tattered wings. We got tattered wings. That's from a quest, wasn't it? Oh, can we get... No! I believe we got backstabs. Sneak attack. But those don't... The initiatives don't work anyway. We got stab. Right, let's just do the stab for 10. Wait, how much we've got? 7, 8, 9. No, we need to... We can do 6 damage to it. They have 6 health left, and we just need a crit, and then we'd win. So let's do that. So we're going to take the 5. That brings us down to 22. Less than half health. We've done 6 from its 12, so that leaves it with 6. We just need a crit, and then we will kill it. 5 again. It's a dodge, that's okay, we're going to instantly use that. Oh, we can't move or attack, but we can pick up. It's a miss. Okay. Not good. We do get to pick up another card. Hopefully there's a crit. Oh, there are crits in here, right? I better just double check at the end of it that we even got critical cards in here. Where? Stab. They always seem to be at the bottom. 5 is not good enough. We can just wait. So we're going to take 2, take the 5. That's going to take us down to 17. Oh my god, what was dead? 1 encounter. We have not been lucky with the crit stab. What is it? We can put these together. We killed it. We do have to take whatever it's going to give us. Another 5. 3, 5, 7. It's dead. Wow, we did not get lucky with any of those crits. Where are all the crits? Down there. Oh, they're right next to each other. 2 crits. Down there. What's going on here? Well, our network back again. Oh dear. 2 crits. Right in the middle of that. Oh dear. Okay. Anyway, we killed it. We take another 5. So it takes us down to 12 health. Wow. That was not. That was not good. We need more attack and defense and everything. Maybe more attack. I think we need to. What was it? 15 gold per card. We need to do that. Okay. So that's given us a bit of a hint. We do get our some tattered wings for it. I don't think we get 4. I think it's going to have to be 2 tattered wings. Let's get some tattered wings in. So that's only 2 cards in the first encounter. Tattered wing. Tattered wing. Okay. So our first encounter has not been good. What we need to do is walk around at night and hope we get a campfire and not an ambush attack. That's what we need, because then if we get a campfire, there's a 50% chance it's an ambush. Or 50? No, less. Can't remember how many cards it is, but we get 2 tattered wings from that, which will go into our inventory, to our satchel even. Sell the bronze helm and iron gauntlets as well. Right. Should we see how our luck fares for the another one? I mean, we've only got 12 health. It's just we have to land on it. Right. What did we get? 3. 1, 2, 3 is a diamond, which is a hazard. Let's take the hazard. Secret passage. The next card is the treasure room. No way. That is very good for us. It's going to be locked though, but look at that. Secret passage. The next card is the treasure room. You spy a hidden passage through a gap in the rocks. Oh, that was good. Wow. Okay. Next card is the treasure room, so we don't even have to go through 20 cards. Oh yeah, some of the hazards, I guess, are not hazards. They're good things. Right. It's another corner. Oh, we need to. Well, we can put it down first. So you can put them down any direction. These were obviously 2 straight. So we could have put this down that way, 1, 2, and had no encounter. So you can be a bit. Strategic, a little bit. You've got a couple of choices anyway. So I could have put it down that way. You can see that and gone right. 1, 2, 3 would have landed me on a nothing square. 1, 2, 3 landed me on a hazard. So this one we can go that way, or that way. So we got a bunch of options for this card. 3 options even. So I guess we'd have to lay it down first. Actually, we'd have to lay it down first and then roll. So the question is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go 4 up here, but this is the treasure room. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, if we put it this way, we just don't want to get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. 6. We want a 2, 3, 4. It's a 6. So that's interesting, isn't it? Oh no, yeah, we're not on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go there, but we're not going into the next card. So that means we can stop there, which is on nothing. So that's fine. We don't have to encounter anything else. This is the treasure room because we found a secret passage. Fantastic. Now we get some treasure. So it's a small treasure chest. We have to see if it's locked or not. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 50% chance it's locked. I don't know if that needs to be changing. Maybe it should be slightly different. I didn't see that. Maybe it should be a bit different. It's locked. Requires a lockpick. I knew it'd be locked. Some days it's just not as lucky as others. Okay, so there we go. So interestingly enough, being in the treasure, so if we come back out again, we will have to go through the hazards. I've got to double check if I put that in the rules. If we come back out, because this is an interesting case, because I guess, yeah, we've got it that you have to come back through the hazards. Okay, you may leave the way you came facing the same encounters and hazards, or may use a rope to climb out from the last room. You always reappear at the cavern entrance on the map. Could always put on the map a different place, but that's fine. There's not much we can do about that. Okay, so we don't want to go back. We're going to use our rope. We lose the lantern oil as well. Where's our rope? So we've now used our rope to get out. We burnt all our lantern oil, unfortunately. So let's put those back. If we can find that lantern oil here. And then we emerge back out at the cavern. Plop. And we have been... we got some tattered wings from that encounter, you know. Where do we put the rope? Where did that come from? That was quite a while ago, I think. We got rope, poisons. Got some cures. I get cures from the same person. There's the rope. Okay, well, I mean, that was only a very brief. Let's see if I put that in the middle, maybe you can see it a bit better. That was only a very brief little excursion into a cavern, but so they're randomly generated. You can go in different sized ones. You encounter hazards, which can also have positive things in them as well. Let's have a little look. I wonder what our next one would have been. Spot treasure. Take 1 hidden treasure card. See, that would have been good. There are some good things in there. Your keen eyes have noticed a suspicious package in a crack, so you can get good stuff. But then another one's a landslide, cave in. You definitely don't want to cave in. Spot treasures, good. Mud breach, secret passage, trips, landslides. Deep pit is not a good one. Deep pit, yeah, you get some damage, but you know, there's one breakthrough. I think it was not the cave in. There was one where you have to go through collapsed ceiling, no, water breach, collapsed ground. You fall through the ground, suffer 10 damage, and start a new cavern. So that one you would have to start a whole new cavern. Don't know if that really makes much difference, but there we go. Okay, so that's it. So that's how it works. You make up a little thing of caverns and corners, depending on which cavern you are in. And you roll a 6-sided die to see where you go and what happens to you. We really need to get stronger. I think we've been focusing too much on skills, perhaps. So the problem now is that I wanted us to have health for killing the bear for the quest. Now we don't have that, so it's a bit unfortunate. Right, let's put the straights back. Maybe just put them randomly back in, as randomly as we can anyway. These are just bits of paper, so it's a bit difficult, bits of card even, to put back randomly. They don't quite slot in as easily as cards do, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, doing that, and then we need the corners. As well. So I think the mechanic is fine. I think it definitely feels good to get that treasure room and to get something like a spot, some hidden treasure. And if you want to leave early, you have to roll to go back, and you don't get to fight the same ones. That probably needs to be cleared up a little bit. It's not the same random ones you picked. Oh my god. It's just, you just have to go through rolling, and if you hit on the hazard or the encounter, you have to do that. That's all. So you really want the rope. Although I did say you have to have the rope in the on the building deck. So the building deck actually for that 34. You don't need to have a rope. It is optional, but don't need it. Don't need the rope. Hazards can go back. Okay. Right. Well, there we go. Bit of cavern exploration. Bit of a different game mode. Right, what are we gonna do now? We've got very little health. We've got 12 health. We cannot take on a bear with 12 health. Cavern creatures need to be put back. It was a bit unfortunate we didn't get to see the leeches or the parasitic, was it beetle? Do that again another day. Right, so we've come back out of there. It's just very far over there. What we want to do is sell. We want to go back to the inn anyway, then we want to do some cooking. So the cooked meat would give us health back, so we definitely want to cook. We've got no gold, we've got no health, and we're going to run out of time as well, because we've got a bit of time. Let's go to the inn then. So we need card 87. 87. So it's dangerous going into caverns. 87. We've got to get back to the inn first. Let's just do that. Let's put it there. Then we want 86. 85, 84, we want to go, can we do 83? Yeah, and then 98, 99, 100. That is the card. Yeah, we need to be moving on at night to continue the quest. And 141 next. We can't continue the quest now because we lost too much health. Let's move ourselves. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. We aren't going to be able to cook. That's a half hour. We've got 4 hours left in a day. We're not going to go down and cook and come back up. before night descends. Guessing we can't cook at night because it's at Orod's place. We can't go in any of the buildings at night except for the pub. We don't have 10 gold to even wage on Royal Oldham, which is the poker type game you can play in the pub to try to double some money. We could do some foraging, but as we know, should we do 140? Yeah, okay. But as we know, we can get attacked by bees. But I think our sneak now, although I don't think we need to forage really for much. We don't need apples and stuff. We want to go sell the gauntlets and the helm. Is there anything we might want to pick up? Our axe from the inn as well. Right, 139. Let's move these along to a little bit. Let's see. I always forget how far. It's quite far to the inn from the cave, the cavern. Right, we're going down east to west. West to east is always going to be sequential. So we go along to the inn. We'll check our map. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 little shops. We've got the tanner's, tailor's, shop, baker's. Tanner's, tailor's, shop, baker's. 107 is the map card we want for the inn. Do we want? Yeah, we're going to pick up the axe just in case we want to use that. 107. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps to the inn. We're going to pick up our axe. Don't think we need the pickaxe. We're going to drop off the tattered wings. We've already got a couple from. I'll put this here so you can see what I'm doing. We've got 2 tattered wings. We've already got a couple of tattered wings. I think it was 2. Was it just 1? No, it was 2 from before. That was on the quest, like I said. We'll just put the axe there. Let's take the axe back out. Moving away. So tattered wings. So you can stack up to 5 things of the same item. So that's 4 tattered wings. We've also got quite a lot of black thorns and stingers from the bees. Right, pick our axe there. Don't think we're going to need the pickaxe. We want to try to get down to the blacksmith. I wonder if we can. Let's just pack up some of these. We're going to go down to the blacksmith. We're going to go down to the blacksmith. What we're going to do? We could fish. We've got maggots still. We could do some fishing. That'll take us into night. No, we've got a lot of raw meat already. We don't need to do that. And we could get gold from the fish if we just go back to the pub and sold them for their gold value. And then if we would need 30 gold really, and we get 2 cards for our weapon deck. The likelihood of getting 30 gold is quite low from just 1 fishing, even with the maggots. Right, let's sell the gauntlets and bronze helm. I think we'll get a bit of gold from that. So let's see how far along we can get. I don't think we're going to be able to get all the way. Are we there? No. Okay, let's pack up some of these then. Let's just get rid of the furthest ones. So we just put them in order in a little stack, and then we can put them back nice and easily. We're probably going to need these. Are we going to do fishing? No, I don't think we. Well, can we do cooking? We'd have to go through the woods to do cooking. I don't think we're going to do that. Let's keep those out for now. We'll just keep these out for now and see. We need to end up at the smithy just to sell. Maybe we do play a bit of Royal Oldham. Maybe we do that. Right, we hit over 100. No, let's put these back. So we want 83. And then we want 98. We want 34. So we're going to go down along 133, 133, 132. There's the pub. I think we need even more space. Can't remember. Let's put that over there. Yeah, let's make a bit more space. Okay, 131, 130. 128, and then we want 172. Seven, 3, 4, 7, 5. There we go. Because they'll be shut if it gets too late. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 steps. So it takes us almost half an hour just to get here. Got 1.5 hour to go. We've got 3.5 hours left of the day. Yeah, well, going to the cavern made it so we can't fight the bear. Anyway, didn't think it would kill us so much, but it's quite difficult. We really need to level up, I think, full weapons and then go for armor. Let's do weapons first. So we need 24 cards in total to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need, what was that, 9 more cards? 8 more cards. That's going to be a lot of gold. We won't be able to do that in one go. Anyway, let's sell the iron gauntlets and the bronze helm. We will have to double check how much they're worth. So, bronze helm is 13 and iron gauntlets are 18. So that is going to be 20, 31. 31 is not bad. 31 gold. So onto 4. 31 plus 4 is 35. It's a fair bit of gold. Let's put these back. Hopefully it won't take too long to find them. Iron gold, bronze gauntlets. There's a lot of gear, so it can get a bit tricky. Not that, not that. Managed to find all the things we don't need. Bronze gauntlets and an iron helm, and not the other way around. Right, unless they're in the same one. Are bronze and iron gauntlets? They might be together, bronze and iron gauntlets actually. Yes, they are. Same with the helm then. Iron helm, I'm guessing the bronze helm will be in there somewhere. Lots and lots of gear. Lots of items in general in this game. We need a better solution than what I've got at the moment, but it just fits in the box. So We've got 35 gold. Not much time left. We're not going to be able to do that. We need to kill a bear. So I took the axe in case we wanted to do a bit of chopping, but probably should take the pickaxe. But we don't have enough time for that. We can kill the bear if... No, you know what? We need to focus on getting our weapon up. Let's just go back to the inn and sleep. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to gamble? Do we want to gamble? Where's 6? There it is. It's a half hour. We could go to the pub and gamble. How much time we got? 5 minutes. Let's gamble 10 gold at the pub with our game. Right, let's get rid of these. So we're going to play a bit of Royal Oldham. We're going to play a bit of Royal Oldham and hopefully, so 170, double, we'll earn 10 gold, won't we? So you have maximum 3 games. You've got to go in order though, 10, 20, 30. Do you have to go in order? Maybe not. Maybe you can just go up. Yeah, you have to go in order because you can't have 3 of 30 because you get 90 gold straight away, which is almost the max. So we're going to have it. So you have to go in order. So you've got to work your way up to the bigger gambles. So let's just do a 10. I mean, we can lose 10, which won't be great. Wait, hold on. Oh, we should have done that because we can upgrade there. We got 35. We could upgrade twice, like I was saying. 28. Okay, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking. Yeah, we got enough to upgrade our weapon twice. Maybe we just need to get some crits. Let's have a little look. It's okay, we put it that way. We know we're 6. We just pretend we're still there. We're just going to pretend we're still there. We could buy 2. What do we want? Bronze dagger, iron dagger. Iron dagger is what we want. So the question is, do we want dodges or crits, I think? So those are the cards we've got left. What have we got? Dodge, 2 dodges, 2 sneak attacks, a couple of backstabs, and a couple of crits. Do we have all? No, I think it might be worth getting the dodges. Or a dodge and a crit. Should we just buy a dodge and a crit from what's he called? Gallard. Gallard the blacksmith. Because we've got a couple of these in. I think the crits and the dodge. Should we just get 1 of each and then we can get the other 1 of each next time? And then go to sleep. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. We spend 30 gold and we'll upgrade our weapon. We're getting there. Right, so we're down to 5 gold. But we have added another dodge and another crit into our weapon deck. So that's good. Put them in randomly and then give them a little shuffle. We'll go back to the inn then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not that it matters now. We'll just go straight there to the inn and go to sleep. Still not sure how to fix the problem of just skipping days. So if you get a weather condition you don't want, you can potentially just skip through the whole day. Could just say you can't do that. You have to. But the thing is, the movement takes up time. So even if you say you can't, you could just pretend you've just gone left and right, run around in circles for the whole day. I don't know. I have to think about how that's going to work. Doesn't really make too much difference right now. Okay, so we're going to go tonight then. I think that is all we can do. We could do a bit of fishing if we wanted to fish at night. We could get card 108. We can try to risk, because you can't have a fire on that one. We want the fire. if we get bandit attack, we can't roll our sneak against them. We can roll our sneak against a Night Stalker. I'm pretty sure we don't have to do. Yeah, they got sneak of 4. We can have 3 to our sneak level, I think. So if we get a 1, we still sneak past that. So that's not a worry. The main worry is going to be if we get bandits. Bandits can do quite a lot. So they can do 4 or 6. Is 6 their max? 6. They can do a 6 to us. So we could take that once, and then we can heal up, and then take on the wolf. Not the wolf, the bear. And then the bear. I know there's an encounter afterwards, but I guess it doesn't matter about that too much. Should we try to risk it? Let's risk it. Let's take 107. No, 108 even. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We can just do it down here. Do it on the same map card. Let's just go down here. 11, 12, 1. That's a half hour. So we're just going to work. So what we can do is say we're going to rest until night. So we rest on that till night. Now at the beginning of night. The problem, I guess, is using up time. We're not going to have loads of sleep. So we do want to have full sleep. Because we have to add up our max health is not. Let's just go to sleep. Let's just go to sleep. Say where we were before. We're just going to go to sleep. It's too complicated otherwise. Bring these unsuccessfully back. Wow. Okay. 139, 138, 13. Okay, these are all that way. That's fine. So these all go together, which is nice and easy at least. Because they're all in order. That can stay there. We're at the inn. We're going to sleep nice and comfortably. 130. Okay, 131. 130, 131. Okay. Things never go to plan, really, in this game as well. Trying to write things that we do before the stream starts and then never actually do it. Okay, so we're going to sleep. We're going to sleep. It's fine. So that means a couple of things happens. We're going to roll to see if we dream. But we have unlocked nightmares, so we're going to roll to see if we have a nightmare. So that means we don't want to roll a 6. So a 6-sided die. That's a 6. We get a nightmare. Okay, we have a nightmare. Fantastic. We're going to have to do that later. Let's roll for weather. It's a 1, so it's still okay. Couldn't have got that the other way around. Probably, actually, it's better. Anyway, right, so we're going to have a nightmare. So I guess we'll start the next stream with a nightmare. Because it's going to take a bit of time. We're going to have to make sure we've got everything. I'm going to put the nightmare cards out so I remember that is what is happening. In the next stream we're going to do our nightmare. And that should be quite fun. Just running away from a big boss on a different map anyway. and then we'll do stuff the next day, and then that night hopefully we can do the quest. We're going to cook next stream. We're going to do a nightmare, we're going to cook, we get some money, we're going to upgrade our weapon, and then we're going to take on a bear. That's what we're going to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you